Blue Samurai. You fucked it up. You don't got no sound.
I knew that was going to hit me sometime, and it.
Oh, whatever. Oh well. You should do it again. That shit was muted the whole time.
I can't believe that. I wonder how I did that. Can you guys hear it? I can hear it. Oh, wow. Kind of ruined the intro a little bit. It fucking
What's
sucked.
up, Justin? What's up, RJ?
Hey, what's up, RJ? What's up, J Money? I feel like I just saw you like a minute ago.
Yep.
It's been a crazy night.
Are we live on the TV?
We're on the
there's Brian.
What's
up,
up?
Brian?
What's up?
Unfortunately, we're all still here. Well, I am anyway, and the hurricane kind of fizzled out. You know, it turned out to be a dud. I thought it was going to be a lot more interesting
for you,
than
man.
what it is, dude.
Oh, what you were gonna hoping for like a tree to come crashing through your roof or
Well,
something?
no, because I don't have trees around me. But
Okay.
usually we lose power for about a week.
Oh, god damn.
So
that happened to people out here in New York.
well, it could have been really bad. Like I could have lost power, and the stream just would have kept going.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't pop in earlier or anything.
No, that's fine. No, I just started
watching just been watching like a Jet Li Jason Statham movie. And decided to take a little break, check the twatter, saw the invite. How you guys all doing? Justin, you got to be how psyched are you that Unstitched is doing as well as it is?
Doing pretty well. I mean, money's going out, so it's getting lettered sometime this week. The other 5 beers are being made. Prints have been ordered.
Nice. So happy for you, brother. So happy that that campaign got funded, because I was worried there for a minute.
I like the art on Unstitched too. Hold on, let's do a real shout out.
It's really pretty.
To the chat.
Oh, what's up,
we got
chat?
Candace. We got Blue Samurai.
Blue Samurai.
Justin. Hex Harper, of course. Oh, you
Hex.
guys. Love every goddamn one of you.
Yeah, seriously do. Seriously do. You're very, 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 very sexy people.
Beautiful chat. Sexiest chat ever.
Absolutely, man. I know that Preston and I would love to just kind of make you feel good.
And we got Fade.
What's up, Fade?
Brian bringing the porno to the channel.
What's up, RJ? Pleasure to meet you. J Dollar, Justin.
So Dutton, do you do the artwork for Unstitched? Do you do
No,
the writer?
I'm the writer and creator of it. We're actually gonna have a different artist for part 2.
Yeah.
Because people kind of put a bugaboo in Laura's ear or whatever. So.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You got that CG stank on you, huh?
What's happening? I completely missed what's happening.
I think his artist picked out on it.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, I got a new artist, so it all works out.
Oh yeah.
Did he finish the book?
Okay.
Yeah, she finished the book. Like the book was done before we launched.
Yeah.
Art-wise.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did he tell you to withhold his name from the book?
She did not, and I mean it's kind of too late. His name's like it's plastered all over the campaign. So
how
sucks.
How did that conversation go?
It was like, some people kind of told me some things, and the way you've been like promoting the campaign, and I'm just not 100% like if I agree with it, and it could possibly look bad on me and my career later on, and the contract's fulfilled. So I think maybe we should just part ways. your book is really cool though, and I wish you the best. And I'm like, okay, yep, womp womp.
It's
That happened. That happened to Brian too.
yeah, it
Yep.
did.
Yeah, that happened to me 2 years ago.
His book.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah,
Man.
it's super common. It's super common, and you gotta try to forgive, because
But never forget. No.
but never forget, never forget. But I got a long memory. Let me tell you, I got much better when it comes to the forgiveness part, though. Thank goodness, because I used to be a
my memory
vengeful
depends on
motherfucker.
whether or not I'm fried at the moment. So,
I like the art though. The art has a
Oh, it's
cool animation
fantastic.
feel to it. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Nuts, dude.
the new artist though, it's gonna be a different style, but it kind of will seem like if Mike Mignola did a kids book.
Is it? You
Oh,
should
that's
get Rob
interesting.
Willis. Rob Willis.
Actually, quick question, Dutton. Is it the same artist that I'm thinking of?
Enrico, I've shared his thing before.
I mean Rob Willis because Rob Willis has definitely not a kid's style to his.
No,
And there goes dog barking.
Definitely not, but you never know. I mean, there are people that could switch around to do different styles. I
If
mean,
you
when
like exit wounds.
well, dude. I mean, when I went to see heavy metal, I thought the Bernie Wrightson segment was B-17, but it wasn't. That was
You
like
saw
the
first one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Love that movie, dude.
so I saw that in its initial theatrical
The
release.
curse continues.
Yeah. Well, it's just.
I can be in any chat and somebody can mention the title of a book and it's on my table. So it's like,
All right. Let's see if we can figure something out.
oh, you've already used it up.
Yeah, it's already done.
Oh, what the heck? Come on.
I was gonna say Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter.
Nope.
Rock and
Nope, not
roll.
handy.
Okay,
Okay.
there we go.
That's awesome, dude. It's badass.
Actually, I have
No,
a
but,
Captain Kronos action figure, custom made, 1 of 50.
Oh, nice.
But
But what you got there, man?
Ooh.
Is that
Yeah,
one
what
with
is
the
that?
big old titties?
Oh,
Tarot.
Tig Bitties.
Yeah, yep. This is Jim Balance Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose, trade paperback origins. Just got off of Kickstarter
Oh
today.
shit! Yeah.
Nice.
Is it Mike Barron that's writing that or something like that? I've seen him promoting. it.
No, Jim
Yeah.
Balance.
Jim
did that.
Balance?
Yeah, Jim and
Okay.
Holly. They were on my stream months ago when they were still doing the Kickstarter, and I had to
Alright.
get in and back it.
Brian, are you doing your version of evil Michael Jackson?
What do you mean? That's redundant. And the evil Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Might as well say the white one.
The glove. It's the glove. Well, do you remember when MC Hammer issued a challenge or basically put Michael Jackson on notice and said, "I'm coming for the glove." Yeah, no, this is just I get tendonitis and a little bit of arthritis I inherited from my father, along with the hair. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, no, I got the same thing actually.
Well,
I don't know
will
what you
point
guys
out-
are talking about.
I will point,
Whoa.
your hair gene comes from your mother, so blame it.
It
on
comes
her.
from your
Bitch.
mother's father.
Oh, then I'm A-okay then.
Yeah, so if
Yeah.
if your granddad
good,
and your
too.
mom's side was bald, you're gonna be bald.
Oh man, yeah. All I know is that it's just like a cruel joke. It's like I'm born, I don't have any hair, then I have long flowing hair, and then I have no hair again. That's
Yeah, I saw those
great.
old pictures that you posted where you had the real long hair on the sides, but you were bald on the top.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
the
skullet, the skullet, yeah.
Skull it.
Oh, dude, it took me forever to say goodbye to long hair because it's just I don't know. Ever since I was a little kid, and I was into Black
could've
Sabbath,
You
and
could have worn one of those samurai suits, and you would have fit.
You saw Blue?
oh, I can't do that though. I can't. Oh yeah, what's up, Blue? Thanks for posting those links. The the man bun. I
Blue's
think if you're
badass.
Yeah,
if you're not
Oh, yeah.
Japanese, you have no fucking business doing that shit.
Yeah,
I'm not,
I
I mean,
agree.
CB Cebulski would.
well,
Well, didn't CB Cebulski write as a
case in
woman?
point. Case in point.
Yeah, it is the artist I'm thinking of.
What did CB Cebulski
There you
get
go.
canceled or something?
No,
No, he got promoted to editor in chief.
yeah, but he used to be a talent scout, and when he was a talent scout in Asia, he went by a pen name. So he had a comic for Marvel while he was a talent scout, and he was using a pen name. So they all thought it was an Asian writer writing a comic, but it was actually CB. Yeah, see, explaining the joke kind of ruins the joke, but womp
Well,
womp.
Yeah.
You know what happened? CB Cebulski was using that pen name, and he saw what Mark Waid was doing. He didn't want Mark Waid to come after him. He's like, I'm not Asian.
Right. Yeah, it's sad, but you see this in in other publishing industries. Like, you remember there were a couple of books that were bestsellers, novels, and they turned out they were nonfiction, like confessionals, and they turned out to be novels. And it was really a case of novelists going, it's like, nobody wants to buy novels right now. Okay, I'll say that this is a true story and this actually happened to me. Boom, they would make a sale.
Yeah.
And I see it like that. Although really, if you're going to just use a pseudonym, why not just actually go that extra mile and get a beard? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, hire an Asian person to be your go-between.
Yeah.
Well, usually they don't have to show their face when they're doing pseudonym.
Exactly. Or if you need that person to be to make a public appearance,
pretty
they
I
could go as
used to
you.
do that for all my porn work. Like I
Yeah.
used to
Oh god.
There's
Do
nothing
you
wrong
use a
with that.
pseudonym for your porn work?
I knew an artist, right? And,
Oh god.
he made a ton of money doing porno art, right?
Uh-huh.
And he said, no, dude, it's the greatest gig ever, right? He's like, you can charge double because of the content, right? And I mean, look, dude, people's imaginations are off the chart when it comes to porno shit, right? I mean, you have a Supergirl doing crazy shit, the Wonder Woman and all this kind of
Bigfoot
stuff like
porn.
that, right? And I always told him, I said, dude, you really need to use a pen name or something like that while you're doing that. That way people don't confuse you. Check it out.
So RJ got one of your pen name books, I think. Just go get.
Well, we both got selected for the Stanley Foundation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was much worse than that. We both got selected for the Stanley Artist of the Week, comic artist of the week thing, right? And they buried his interview and everything because of his they Googled him and found out
Oh,
they Googled his name.
Why?
And
it would be fun.
There's Supergirl fighting a fleet of dicks.
And
oh my god.
Yo, that sticker is perfect.
Watch, we're gonna get striked because of freaking Critical Blast here showing off these risque stickers.
Hey, if you got past the Arrow Witch at the Black Rose big titty cover, you're gonna be okay with that.
No, I don't understand, Preston. Why didn't this guy just use a pseudonym? Because if anything, that would be fun, right?
He said he was proud of his artwork.
That's fine.
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I agree.
And I'm like, there's no problem with that.
No.
There's great artists out there who don't get work because of that. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Look at Tim Vigil. You know what I'm saying? Great art.
Well, you can create a business. You can create a business, and the pseudonym is your business. So when they pay your business, when they write the check out to your pseudonym, it goes direct into the pseudonym's bank account.
Yeah,
and I know a lot of people have done that especially with their ghostwriting too.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking into it. I'm looking into
you can
career in ghostwriting. I heard that ghostwriters make mad crazy money.
Well, you can open a PayPal account with your
well, that might be a little bit
name,
difficult for you, Brian, if you're Comicsgate too. If you're a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Pen names. That's where pen names come in handy.
Pen names come in.
It all depends on who you're ghostwriting for.
Yeah, but they would also go on about who your pen name's following too, though.
Well,
Yeah.
to be honest, right now, anybody
That's a
who will
possibility.
hold Comicsgate against you is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because
They
the
are.
industry is literally burning to the ground as we speak.
Yeah,
That's what I
the-
don't
The
understand. That's what I don't
mainstream.
understand. Dutton's artist thinks like, oh, sorry, I can't like be associated with you anymore because I might get blacklisted in the industry. What industry? It's dying. The jobs
I know,
aren't
right?
there. They're getting their
Yeah.
artists off of fucking Tumblr. They're getting their writers off of Twitter.
Yeah, it's true.
Those
The only thing
writers
that's
are-
really
Ugh.
thriving right now is
That's
indie
horrible.
comics. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, that's it.
We is the
So-
lifeblood, yo.
And Candace wants to know where she can get those stickers.
I got those stickers from Hothulu on Twitter. She works at a head shop in California, and she sent them to me
Nice.
for free. So I'm not parting with them. I will give you these stickers, however.
Nice.
Critical
That's
point.
Shiny.
Be happy to.
Look at that segue.
Nice.
That segue cell.
The segue. Where do you want me to segue? Do you want me to segue into
There's
ghostwriting? Do you want me to
Gorilla.
Yep.
There you go.
That
Hey,
sticker's
I
on my
sent you the
printer
link, too.
right now.
Oh, is it? It's all tiny. It's like I
It is.
expected it
It's,
to be.
fucking, it's really tiny.
I
I
know.
can tell
So like
you-
that next time, I expected them to be bigger. So they arrived. I was just like, oh, okay.
I was telling Brian
Live and
earlier,
learn.
like,
Live and learn.
I started reading Six Gun Gorilla and like the his trade, and I was like, dude, this is awesome, right? Because here's
Oh,
the deal,
man.
like I was just reading a book by Pat Mills, right, called Shot, and it was okay, but the only reason I was engaged in it, and I kept going with it was because it's a Pat Mills book. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Right.
and
Yeah.
for those that don't know, Pat Mills basically started 2000 AD.
Yeah.
Like he's the foundation for 2000 AD.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
punk rock to the core.
yeah, and after I was finished with the book, I was like, it was all right. The artwork was phenomenal, but But in Brian's case, as soon as I got past the first 3 or 4 pages, I was hooked. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard for me to put the book
Oh,
down.
thanks, dude. Thank
and
you.
I was like, fuck, this sucks. Because I was
you're
like,
too kind. Oh, dude, seriously, you were such a non-bullshit kind of a guy. It's just like
all right, no bullshit here.
I appreciate it. Honest to God,
And Candace, look up my pen name for
grateful.
porno work.
I'm grateful that you enjoyed it, and did you finish it yet?
No, never. I got a few more pages to go for the trade paperback, and then I got to.
Okay.
Then I'm going to jump on to the newest issue that you sent over.
Okay.
And but it lets me know that Non-Devils is definitely going to be a hit. You know
Oh
what
man,
I'm saying? Because I don't see any problems going forward with.
Well, are
with
you going to
Devils.
do a second printing with Nine Devils?
Not
It's
the
gonna be a
Non-Devils
reboot.
that's out now. I'm talking about the one that me and Brian's releasing in 2021.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, the one
So
that's
do
out
you-
right now is the one that I created back in 2012.
Yeah, and
you
you
know.
have a limited number.
Yeah, I don't have
Yep.
that many left, and once those are gone, they're completely gone. Like
Right.
those are never going to be reprinted again.
Hey, once
And,
you guys
um,
launch, hit us up. Get on our channel. We'll promote.
What's that?
Once you guys launch that, hit us up. That's what we do. Our whole reason for being is to review media stuff and comic
Oh,
books
cool.
and movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic!
That's what we
Yeah.
have the YouTube channel now, is to just do the promotion for comics. We got
Awesome.
I say we promote comics. Tomorrow we have an actor showing up on the stream. So
That's
Well,
okay.
Which one?
for those who don't,
Multimedia, nothing wrong with
for
Yeah.
those who don't know, Preston and Brian, why don't you explain your new project that y'all have going on?
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
As he's
Brian writes
smoking.
it.
All
dude,
right.
so I don't.
Well,
Brian, like,
Preston came to me with this old book. He was explaining
that he
it to
created
me,
while he was fucking loaded on opioids.
and you can see beautiful cover. The art's really good. The Preston still, had yet to really get to like where he is now, but the art's good and the concept is badass.
Oh shit!
Oh.
It's terrible of you.
did your power blink?
Freaky.
He's muted.
So So anyway,
Uh,
he shot this my way. The art is good, but it's also inconsistent. Like this part, when it gets all
It's definitely
steampunky,
inconsistent.
right? It looks like, and it's good. Not that it's bad, but that it's like it's a different look. It's like suddenly you're in a different comic book. And he hadn't really fully developed the idea. The basic concept was all I needed to run with, which was there was a war in heaven, right? Well, what if there was a war in hell? What if Satan's 9 generals, right? His most trusted allies were to be like, you know what, man? We're sick of fighting these proxy wars, a fucking possession here, stolen soul there, getting, war, genocide. It's not enough. Like, we want to take the fight to the enemy. And
That's
Satan
a fucking
said,
awesome idea.
yeah.
it is. And so, what if Satan said no? And they were like, okay, well, now, we got a problem. And so they whip Satan's ass and decide to go topside and just declare full out, all out war on humanity. So basically, I'm taking what I would refer to as Christian mythology, and turning it into a kind of almost like an alien invasion story, except instead of aliens invading Earth, it's demons that are invading from hell. And and it's interesting too, because I'm a religious guy myself. I'm a Christian. I take the Bible really seriously, which is why I don't take it literally. But I'm kind of treating, the old stories. Paradise Lost went right back to that. This is my.
We're just gonna keep fucking making me do this.
Go-to for research always. I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna be writing by like demons and Lucifer, you can't go wrong with Milton. Also dug into my old occult library, found the great Book of Enoch, which was a part of the Bible. Well, it might have been a part of the Bible. It ended up, it's exactly. It's an apocryphal work, which is all about angels that came down from Earth to not fallen angels, descended angels. They came down to Earth to mate with human women, and they begat a race of giants called the Nephilim, who were so destructive that God decided to wipe the slate clean with the flood.
Yeah,
and
Enoch only gets one line in the book in the Bible without his book. I mean, and Enoch walked with God and was not, for God took him. And it's like, there's a lot you can do with that.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm treating this stuff like as mythology. I'm working with it the way that Ray Harryhausen and Charles H. Schneer used Greek mythology for Clash of the Titans and Jason and the Argonauts.
And Brian, you're an artist too, right?
Nope, I can't draw a straight line with a ruler.
Oh, okay,
my stick figures are pretty gruesome too.
So,
I'm the same way. Don't worry.
So Preston is the artist. Who's going to do the coloring? Have y'all decided yet?
That's up to Preston.
I'm thinking I want to go more pages. So like we're going to try 52, 72 pages, something like that. And if we hit a certain stretch goal, then we'll go ahead and get it colored. But I don't know if anybody's familiar with Joseph Linzer's Dawn series, where it's basically painted in grays, because that's what I'm thinking of doing with Non-Devils.
I got Joseph Linzer's Dawn tattooed on my right arm.
No,
do you really, dude? I'm a huge fan of that. In fact, me and Joseph are supposed to work on a painting together, like kind of like me and Tim Vigil did.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, he's one of those dudes that you reached out to and said. And he said, like, I'm down.
Fucking fantastic.
You didn't say CG anything, did you?
No. Well, I don't go around saying CG.
Yeah.
Like if they ask, I tell them. You know what I'm saying? In fact, funny story. Like I don't like CG. CG is a movement to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud to be a part of it. Hold on, I got somebody else here. But they like sometimes it like for me, it's all about the art first, and then it's about, you know, and anything that gets in the way of the art or expressing myself through art is a problem, and that's where SJWs come in. You see what I'm saying? Because they're like a roadblock to creativity, and so what it is so it doesn't like it's not something where I'm automatically like, hey, just so you know, I got CG. You know what I'm saying? Like I got AIDS or something. Like
people freak out, man. People freak out. We've all got stories.
Oh,
because it's not an affliction to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
it's just,
right.
It's just where I stand. So
yeah, but then like people are like, oh, so you're an alt-right Yahtzee.
Yeah.
And plus, let's be perfectly honest between all of us right now. If anything, Joseph Linzer will get fucking spit roasted by fucking SJWs for his portrayal of Dawn. You know what I'm saying? She walks around in lingerie, you know?
Dude.
And she's got huge boobs.
And I got titties on my
Can't
arm.
argue with that.
Can't have that. Gotta have like the Marvel Comics Ms. Marvel uniboob.
Oh
Exactly.
God, no.
And that's why I'm saying, like, it's no big deal. If anything, you know, I don't think Joseph Linzer can like not take a stand if it came down to that. Like if because I'll be honest, I think he would be one of the first people they'll attack before saying, yeah, come on over to our side. But first, make sure those titties are itty bitty.
Well, I think
cover them.
I
no
think Linzer can do what Brian Pulido is doing and J. Scott Campbell. I think Linzer is big enough to, you know, pull with Ethan, J. Scott Campbell.
And fuck Pulido yeah, dude. But I'll be honest, I think Linzer's making more than enough money off of his Dawn work, you know, because I think he hit right at the right time back then when you know that when that 90s, you know, speculator boom was hitting and all that kind of stuff. I think Dawn hit just right, you know.
Yeah,
I don't think he has to worry about money at all, you know.
Yeah, Dawn came out when Wizard magazine was still pushing that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
So he had
I got the Dawn half edition from the Wizard magazine.
And his commissions, like he's always posting commissions, you know, like full colored painted commissions.
What is he doing now? Is he doing anything?
I think he's just I think the last thing he did was a Dawn Vampirella, and then he did something called Dark Ivory, which is kind of like a vampire version of Dawn or something like that, but it wasn't Dawn. It was something different. I think he's just playing, actually. I think he's made his money and he's like, just like creating whatever the fuck he wants, you know? And
that's the dream, man.
Well, I was surprised when I offered it to him. I was like, hey, you know, I want to do something where you draw something and I'll paint it and we can like create art. And he was like, I'm fucking down. Let's do it. I was like, all right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like your art style on Linzer or even Kanan White on Linzer.
Yeah.
Would be something else.
But right now I'm approaching artists that I kind of grew up on. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and these are people like I've always, you know,
like
I've never
Hughes?
thought Stephen Hughes.
Hughes?
I kind of did, but I thought his art was a little tame. You know what I'm saying? Like
in lines, you mean?
Well, his style, I thought his style wasn't like it was good. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying like it just wasn't. Are we talking about Evil Ernie, Stephen Hughes? Or
Lady Death and Lady.
All right, I got confused for a second there.
Yeah.
No, Stephen Hughes died in 1999 of cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So there's no doing art with Stephen Hughes.
Well.
Dude, if you could talk.
But I thought you was talking about the other Hughes, you know, the guy who's famous for doing women and shit. Adam Hughes, yeah. And but yeah, no, Stephen Hughes died, and that was a trip because I was like for the longest time I was mad at Brian Pulido, you know, because I was like, why is Pulido not mentioning Stephen Hughes or using Stephen Hughes in the campaigns that he's running? So I Googled it, and it turns out Stephen Hughes died in 1999. And I was like, wow, dude, that sucks. Because he played a huge part in creating Lady Death. And he also created, you know, I don't know I guess he did because he did that first 1 through 6 series of
him and
Evil
Pulido
Ernie.
did Evil Ernie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So, for a while I was mad at him, and I was like, oh,
Can't do it. And back in the 90s, I'd go to my LCS and somebody, I don't know who it was, but I walked in the store and I looked out in the parking lot and said, whose car is that? Because there was, again, 90s, there was a black Trans Am, one of the shiny black Trans Ams, like, you could fall into the blackness of it. And the entire hood was this awesome Lady Death painting that had been just
nice.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
Badass.
Brian, you reactivated the curse, by the way. You had to mention it. And it was within arm's reach.
Gotta always have a copy handy. I'm telling you, it's much better than Dante's Inferno. So
me and Brian are working on a few projects. We're working on that one. We're also working on the Doc Salem Blood Hunt crossover. Oh, and nice. It's going to be pretty insane. Like next year is going to be crazy, dude. It's going to be great.
Are you done with Micah? Micah's project? Are you done?
No, I'm work like as soon as the colorist is ready for another few pages, I'll drop him like 3 more pages. So
Sutton, what you got there, brother?
Yeah, damn.
What is that?
My project that I'm doing next year, Americana Legends, John Henry.
Oh, cool.
Ooh. This is the cover.
Yeah.
Hold on, get that to full screen.
Yeah, seriously, Preston, can you blow that shit up?
Yeah. I forgot. I'm in control of this bitch.
Yes, you are.
Ooh, nice.
It's nice, dude. I'm digging that.
The Kirby is strong with this one.
Yeah.
I was going to say same thing. That's very Kirby.
Justin, have you shared the colored version of the picture recently in the chat group?
Not recently, but I can.
Okay, I was just wondering. No,
I've done it once before.
Yeah. I don't.
One of the projects that I thought was cool too was they have a project called Hammer, and it's about Asgardian weapons like falling to Earth.
Yeah.
And so let me get on full screen here. I'm doing a sketch form.
Oh, nice.
And because I really like the Loki creature that they have on there. And it's
we had Krieger on our channel.
Oh shit!
That looks great.
That's rad. Oh fucking hell, man! I want to do a sword and sorcery series with you one of these days, man. The Frazetta is strong with this one. I know.
I want to do a comic book so bad, but I'm like Brian. I can't draw Cynical Man comics, and those are stick figures.
Well, those who cannot draw learn how to write.
There's a ton of artists looking for work in CG. So
you ever heard of Remo Williams?
Who?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the Destroyer.
Yeah, the Destroyer. I'm the guy writing the book series right now.
No.
Oh, nice.
Oh, badass, man.
Nice.
So the last 3 Destroyer novels that are out there are mine, and they've got 2 more. But I can write and I can edit. I mean, Critical Blast became a publishing house 2 years ago, and this is our last book we put out, which is The Devil You Know. It's 20 stories by not me. I was editor on that one.
But you're a novelist, is that right?
I am a novelist. Yeah, I mean, I started out writing children's books of all things, and got published in England with a 3rd Alice in Wonderland book.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then they let me write one of their not necessarily Doctor Who books. The way copyright works in England, if you create a character, it's yours. So
really,
true. I mean,
that's how it works here too. That's as soon as you put pencil to paper, it's yours, unless you're on a clock. Like say I work for an advertising agency and I'm doodling, and I create a character while on the clock. Then it's property of whoever I'm working for.
Well, it's a little different there because Telos Publishing, they had the license for Doctor Who. They were doing the Doctor Who paperbacks and novels, and this was right before the BBC was going to start making movies again. And they're like, okay, we want the license back. So they said, okay, well, great. The last Doctor Who novel we do, we're going to introduce these 2 new time traveling characters, and they're in a Doctor Who book, and we're using the Doctor Who audience to springboard out of. But we're going to own those characters, even though they were in a Doctor Who story. And that was the Time Hunter stuff, which I got to write one of the books in there. But after that, it was a friend of mine turned me on to the Destroyer to do reviews for the new Destroyer books, and they put out a call for fan fiction. They did an anthology called More Blood. So I turned in this novella-length story, which was Remo and Chun going to a very gothic American city where a guy who dressed like Dracula fights crime in a cape, and had them, basically go head to head against each other for the fun of it. And they called me up and said, hey, we want to put it in the book. I'm like, oh, cool. I get a copy, right? They're like, yeah, we think you've got the voices down for these characters. Well, would you like to take over the series?
That's
Oh,
insane.
no.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm like, are you talking about the same series that Shane Black is attached to direct the movie for that they're working on right now? Because, yeah, I'd love to have my name on novels that get tied to a movie right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
are they
pretty mad about
doing a
that,
new
too.
one?
There's a screenplay turned in, and Shane Black, who did Iron Man 3, is attached to direct it. So
Yeah, the guy who wrote Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
badass.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah,
Like
it is,
the,
unfortunately.
Cassandra Jones.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Shut up, dude.
And
Yeah,
she
they
looks
sure
totally Steven
did.
Universe.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I
dude,
saw
you
it.
You
can't
can't do
I
that to
literally
Casey
had to almost
Jones.
rip-
Come on.
Almost ripped my eyes out on that one.
It's Cassandra
Right?
Jones, but my friends call me Casey.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
heinous.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's really
And
bad.
you know what, though?
Really
They
bad.
did it on the very last episode of that series.
And she
So-
got ear piercings and a shaved head like a skinhead.
Yeah.
She's got the mental illness haircut going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. It's just like they're determined to just take everything that we love and just shit all over it.
No, well, that's what they're
That's
doing.
the point. That's the point.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're coming after anime now, and I'm psyched for that. I'm happy about
I don't
that.
think Japan
I hope-
cares. They're like,
I don't
Yeah,
think
they
Japan
don't.
Oh,
cares.
no, they do
Well, fuck
care
you.
because
They had a big meeting.
they have people going to they're like
Government.
senators and shit going, yo, we don't want these outside people telling us what we can and can't do.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
them fuck off.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
That's
and
what I
also,
applaud them for.
Absolutely. And they
Like-
also, if you didn't hear, Preston, what happened was, it was a bunch of comics creators and comics professionals went to the Japanese government and were like, yo, these foreigners are trying to fuck with our shit. This is a Japanese art form. It's something that we should be proud of. It's a part of the economy, and it's a part of our culture, and it needs to be preserved. And I think they also got a archive.
wait, are we
Yeah.
talking about them
that they're
editing
building.
Yeah, they do.
the comics and the
Censoring
cartoon
them.
series? Is that
Censoring
right?
censoring them over there. They could censor them over here all they want, and I think that's what's going to happen.
That's what
Yeah.
these free. That's why
I think
you
it's
should
already
never be
happening
for.
over here.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
why
Yeah.
you should never be for
Yeah.
free trade agreements.
But I'm happy. I'm happy that they're
Look
coming
out for
after
your
anime
anime.
now.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because you know what? All the fucking anime fans, all the fucking weeaboos that I know, when they came after my shit, they did not give a fuck. I was like, oh, okay, wait, because they're gonna come for your shit eventually
Yeah.
too, and now they have. And I
Yeah, that's
love
what
it.
I'm
I
looking
love it.
forward to when they go after their shit and.
They'll
Yeah.
It's
get
crazy, dude.
They
It
fucked
is
up
completely
wrestling,
fucking nuts,
dude.
Yeah,
They fucked up wrestling. They fucked up comic books. They fucked up movies.
they're
They
fucking up
fucked up
video games.
Video games.
sports, all sports.
Everything. I mean, it's just like
Dungeons
going down the
and
list.
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. Fucking
Warhammer.
Warhammer. They're coming after now.
What they do to D&D? Like it's been
Oh, you
so
don't want to
long
know
Oh, they're
what they
trigger
did to
warnings.
Ian.
Orcs.
Like
Well,
the
they're-
old.
they're-
Oh yeah, because that's racist. Yeah, orcs are racist.
Yeah, they're
Well,
taking
that's the
things
World of
out of it.
Warcraft. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
There
I've
aren't going to
never
be.
played. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
I can't wait to see those new fucking rule books. I mean, has that come out yet?
I don't think so.
I
Because I have
Quick
fifth
story.
edition, which was actually pretty good. Yeah.
I was I gotta like I was telling you guys, like I friend people on Twitter, like just because like if they like something, like that I post, like a picture or whatever. So they had these like this fucking I can't remember the name of the organization or whatever they were titled. But anyway, these Twitter guys liked one of
Actually,
my
hold on.
pictures, right? And I went ahead and I was like, okay, so I sent them a friend request and they accepted it. Well, then they sent me a message. They're like, I don't see why a hate group would want to befriend us. And then they blocked me. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
But I couldn't respond because they blocked me.
Blocked
you see
you.
what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, they accused me of being a Nazi Aryan bastard.
They're such retards, man. They're just oh god, it's just and the thing is when this shit is over and done with, you're not I mean, all the people man, I'm taking notes, man. I got a lot of shit that I'm gonna fucking slap people in the face with. You know what I mean? Because afterwards, once the bubble has burst, you're not going to be able to find any SJWs anymore, or anybody that was an SJW. It's kind of like Vanilla
It's not
Ice.
going to be fashionable.
Exactly. Vanilla Ice sold 8 million records. But once his star fell and he was out, you couldn't find a single person that bought one. Isn't that interesting? It's going to be like that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, I never said that. You know? Like,
what it was,
never.
people were hoarding it. People were hoarding the Vanilla Ice albums because they thought
There
they were
you
going to
go.
go up.
Yeah, no, really, it was just Brian. He has like 1 million behind that door.
It was a speculator.
You never know. Jesus, man, it's but yeah, I'm actually happy that they're coming after anime, because that could finally be like the bridge too far. That could finally be crossing the line.
Well, I mean, what's
well, so it was China was the one who made movie trailers around 2 minutes to 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It was China. It was China who was trying to get United States movies to be around 2 hours or 2 hours and 20 minutes long.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you had the DC guy, the main CEO of DC, forcing Snyder, which then went into Joss Whedon, to have Justice League, this giant film that has all these characters that everyone in the United States love, to be only 2 hours long, maybe 2 hours and 20 minutes long. And so they are completely out to destroy our entertainment industry.
It's not. No, the Chinese.
I don't mean the Chinese. I just mean whoever they are completely out. Right. I mean, they will go after they'll go after Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman in the same film. Is how much balls do they have to ruin a film?
I think Wonder Woman's going to be wearing a burqa in the next movie.
She is.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they already got her attacking Trump or something.
I miss 90-minute movies. Like,
shit.
Goddamn fucking 2 hours. Like, oh shit, let me just.
Everything's Lord of the Rings now. You know what I'm saying?
Kill my afternoon.
I can't tell you how many times that I saw movies that I thought, like, God, this should have been a longer movie. It would have been much better.
Yeah.
But they had that time limit, right? 90 minutes to 2 hours, right? And now I love the fact that you can make a 3-hour movie, but not every movie needs to be fucking 3 hours long. And so everything's padded, you know?
But it should certainly be a Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman movie.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, without a doubt. Oh fuck yeah, like a 3-hour fucking Justice League movie. I just wish they'd gotten George Miller, the Mad Max guy. You know, he wanted to do a Justice League movie
the new one?
Decades ago. The old ones too.
Yeah,
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a script, and he had like the entire crew in Australia before they pulled the plug. They were about to film and everything.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and it was gonna have Martian Manhunter, who's like the redheaded.
That's what I Brian, you say that today. I just said that yesterday. They should have had Martian Manhunter.
Oh, without a doubt. I
just said that yesterday.
Love me some John Jones, man. Love me some John Jones.
Gosh.
Yeah. And
that trailer, and I'm like, I expected the trailer to come out. I'm like, yeah, okay, I've seen this movie. It's gonna have some extra scenes. It's gonna maybe change something up. I watched that trailer. I'm like, I did not see this movie at all. This is not the Justice League movie I saw.
Yeah, the new trailer? The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They even redesigned Stephen Wolf. Like,
oh god, that
Stephen
character
Wolf
design was so bad though.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of like, I remember like going to Toys R Us when it still existed and seeing the toys on the shelves. So of course I was like, oh, this is like pretty much the first look you're getting at these characters. I was looking at Steppenwolf's design and it was so plain. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was completely designed to lack any kind of like ornamentation. He should have been wearing like some H.R. Giger armor or something like that. Something badass. The design was all terrible, I thought.
Honestly, I think they should have did what Marvel did, like exaggerate what was already in the comic pages. You see what I'm saying? And
yeah.
But they never even did that. Like they made him. I don't know what the fuck they did to him.
They turned him into a completely different character.
From the first Thor film, they could have done something that was to that effect. That there was Destroyer from the first Thor film. They could have done something like that. To make it better.
Instead, they took Thanos and put Loki's helmet on him.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. However, having said that, I enjoyed the Justice League movie. Thought it was okay.
I thought it was terrible. I
didn't watch it.
I mean, mind you, my expectations were really, really low after Batman v Superman, which was a clusterfuck. Oh my god,
Martha!
Yeah, I thought that movie was so slow, dude. So slow.
Yeah,
I fell asleep twice. I was like, I can't,
dude.
And then my old lady's trying to wake me up. She's like, "This is the part you weren't waiting to see." I was like, I'm fucking tired.
I've lost interest. They lost me.
Lex Luthor ruined Batman versus Superman for me.
Whose decision was to make that dude Lex Luthor?
God, he sucks.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
It was the way the character was written. The concept wasn't completely insane. Because you look at the way that Lex Luthor was reinvented in the DC comics in the 80s, what did they do? They turned him into Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Well, what it is,
and he became president.
Well, you remember, they had a lot of restrictions. They had a lot of restrictions on Superman in the first place. And it was just like Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. And it's just like what I was just explaining about the Justice League film. You had a corporate desk that were the directors of this goddamn movie, and
because they're all made by
literally a table of people.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
a table of
kitchen. Yeah.
I talked about this at a panel at a convention about the different approaches between Warner Brothers and Marvel Cinematic Universe. And with Warner, it's like, okay, we've got these characters. We've had them for a long time, but it's a real world out there, and it's an audience that sees the real world. So we want to make these costumes got to look, dark and gritty, and we have to act them. They have to act angsty because they're real concerned about what they're doing. And Marvel's like, it's fucking raccoon with machine gun.
Yeah.
Marvel's DC's like, here's your screenplay right here.
Well, they're giving Sam Raimi Doctor Strange too.
Yes. That's
they're like, so Kevin Feige is like, I know they fucked you in Spider-Man, brother. Like, he's holding his shoulder and he's looking at him in the eyes because they're men and they look at each other. And he's like, do you want to do Doctor Strange? And Sam Raimi's like, yes, Kevin Feige, I do. And they're like, boom. And that's how that shit happened, man. There's no other way that it.
Yeah.
So he's going to get to make a bet. Because remember, Sam Raimi is a horror film director.
Yes, evil. Well, that's one of the reasons I love Steve Niles.
And then give him Doctor Strange with like not Morbius. What's the red character? Is it Morbius?
The Dread Dormammu.
Dormammu would be cool, but they used Dormammu in the first time.
I think they're using Nightmare
properly.
It's Morbius, right? Who's the red vampire character?
No. Morbius isn't red.
Morbius is the living vampire.
Yeah, who's the one that's in Doctor Strange with Thanos and Silver Surfer and all that?
Dracula?
No,
I think it's
the
Morbius.
one with Dracula. Well, the one with Thanos. I'm trying to think.
In which book?
Oh, you're talking about Mephisto.
Oh, Mephisto.
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
God dang it. Anyway, he would be.
They gotta have Mephisto, dude. Come on.
He has to, bro. If you put him in this second film, god damn, that's how you can introduce Ghost Rider and all them dudes.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my god.
And that's what I've been hoping that they do. Is I'm waiting for them to do the Marvel Monsters movie.
I definitely want to see Morbius. Like Morbius is one of my favorite, unsung, like all-time favorite characters.
One of my favorites too. But
are they still doing
Jared Leto?
I love Jared Leto.
I hate that.
Do you like him? You like him? I hated him.
I can't stand him.
Really?
He's hit and miss for me.
You're not judging him on the Joker movie.
He's a male model. He's a male model. He's not an actor.
He's a singer.
You know what though? Hey, I will say the one movie I really love him in is Lord of
Texas
War.
Buyers Club.
Nah, Lord of War with
He was good in
Nicolas
that.
Cage. He's
Yes.
like, I made the entire U.S. out of cocaine. I'm gonna start here in New York, and I'm gonna snort it all the way down to Florida.
There's gonna be a man. He's gonna walk in this room and he's gonna look at you and he's gonna hand you a briefcase, and then I'm gonna walk out of this fucking room, and you're never gonna see me again. And then the motherfucking dude comes in here and hands him a briefcase, and he walks out the room. Oh my god, that's such a great movie. If no one's seen that,
I'm not good with the future of Marvel, but I was wondering, like,
Me neither.
do y'all know what like, are they going forward with the Ghost Rider TV series?
I hope not.
I think that's still in a standstill on that.
Like last I heard, that got canceled.
What
I'm going to sell my
they would do-
collection, and I'm hoping they do go forward with it because it's going to bump the price up on my Ghost Rider number.
I got a few. What I've been hoping that they would do is that they would start doing some smaller budget movies. That not every movie be like a big tentpole movie, because really, I mean, I thought Captain Marvel was crap.
Really? Oh
yeah,
no, I'm
garbage.
sorry.
Hot
I'm thinking
garbage.
Shazam.
Oh, that was great. No, I loved Shazam. Shazam was I.
Yeah.
I only had one problem with Shazam, and that was the fact that whenever he was Shazam, the adult, he was more of a kid than he was when he was a kid. He was less mature.
It's true.
Yeah.
It didn't quite get
There was something that was bothering you about that movie. I think that might have been it. Yeah, but other than that, I liked it, dude. I thought it was
it was good.
My dude,
director.
It's kind of late, and I gotta work in like 5.5 hours, so I'm actually gonna head out.
Dude, Crashwell, good seeing you, man, and congratulations.
Yeah, we're only doing an hour tonight. I'll talk to you later. You take it easy.
Hey, Justin, I sent you that sticker link in your DMs.
Yep, I saw that.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's okay. In the beginning, it's like the first really bad Marvel movie was Thor: The Dark World, and then there was what's another one that's really bad? Because there's only been a few that really I thought were like cringeworthy.
Did you think it was really bad though, like the Dark World, or did you think it was mediocre compared to everything else?
I thought it was decently mediocre.
I thought, I
thought too. Yeah.
I thought it was hot garbage. But you know, I mean, I watched the whole thing. I got to the end.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the Liquid Stone.
Yeah,
no, I wasn't a fan of that too. Did anybody notice, like in Thor 1, they made him dye his eyebrows blonde?
I didn't know that.
Weirdest fucking thing, dude.
And I like the first Thor movie, but yeah, Thor: The Dark World, Avengers: Age of Ultron, that was shit too. And I kept thinking, okay, they can get away with like the occasional shit movie, but if they start doing like 2 or 3 back to back, then they're going to be in trouble.
I like the way they did Ultron.
You know? Oh, me too. Oh, yeah. No, I love me some Ultron 7.
Yeah.
Who is the voice again?
James Spader. James Spader.
James Spader.
From the old John Hughes movies.
He reminded me of Frasier a little bit, to be honest.
Well, he did a badass TV show where he was a spy or something like that.
Yeah, Blacklist.
Yeah. Blacklist? You ever see Blacklist?
Uh-huh.
And he kept coming off as misunderstood. He was like, "You see, you don't understand. I don't want." It's awesome.
But I mean, but like Captain Marvel, I thought was pretty dire, and Infinity War will just absolutely left me completely cold, which is sad because I liked. I liked Infinity War. It was Endgame that I couldn't stand. I was like, okay, this is just like phoned in. You know,
I wasn't crazy about Fat Thor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, Fat Thor. You know what? They're using Thor for too much. I think they're using. It was too much. Too much comedy relief is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, for some reason, they decided that he was going to be the funny character.
Well, and then, I mean, in the early, remember when they did the Mighty Thor? I think it was. You had Fat Thor for a little bit, but it was more sarcastic, and it wasn't based off trauma. And I think they did it completely wrong. And It's just like it's the same way they made Thor super smart all of a sudden. All of a sudden you had Fat Thor. All of a sudden you had super smart Hulk.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was fucking shit.
You see, they can get away with that with Hulk because he's got multiple personality disorder. You see what I'm saying? Like, but
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah.
But we
Thor's
never
not
got to see
supposed
that journey for him.
I mean,
Yeah.
Fat Thor just wasn't cool. I just couldn't,
Well, here's the
I couldn't
thing.
get behind it, and I think they did that because they were crowbarring Captain Marvel into the movie.
Absolutely.
That's why.
Yeah,
I think
most
they did it.
likely.
Yeah.
Because the
Because you
thing
can't
is,
have two powerhouses like that. Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I think also like kind of the point of the whole social justice thing is they not only elevate the female heroes. It's not just about elevating them. It's also about diminishing the masculinity of the male heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is this odd thing.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing it.
It's very peculiar.
They're
I mean,
doing
by
it.
all,
You
by all
fucking
means,
misogynist.
What is it when they're against
You
males? It's
fucking
not
misogynist.
misogynist. What's the other one? What's the other word?
Misanthropic.
no, it's misandry.
Yeah, that's
Misandry.
it.
You
Yeah.
fucking lycanthrope.
Misandric.
It's really fucked up. But I think they could right course, possibly, hopefully. I just wish they would do like
I don't
more
think
like
so.
the Netflix
If they go
series.
through with this Eternals movie, that's it. They're done.
Oh, I was
I'm
already
fucking done
done
with
with
them.
it before then.
What are they
I'm-
gonna do? So
Yeah,
what
I'm
is
just not interested in the Marvel movies anymore.
what is that
fucking-
movie gonna be about?
Eternals?
Yeah, because I've had some Eternals way back then.
Oh.
You remember
Oh,
Three Men and a Baby?
But what's the story
It's
supposed to
gonna
be
be three
about?
men banging each other and a baby. That's
Or
Watching.
actually, since it's the now time, so it'll probably be three women
they
and
got
a baby.
They got a bar named.
no. It's they already said it's going to be a gay couple like raising a female girl, and they're
Oh,
both going to be Eternals. And I was like,
Are you for real?
that's not what Eternals is, dude. Like that's not what Kirby intended the Eternals to be. The Eternals was supposed to be maintenance fucking
Oh,
persons
God.
keeping up the planet or some shit like that for the Celestials. You know,
Yes.
I was like, they're not supposed to be the odd couple. What are you fucking retarded?
Yeah, that's gonna be hot garbage. That's gonna be hot garbage.
They
Like
gender swapped so many of those characters.
A
dude.
lot of
and
them. Yeah.
fucking
Lot
the
of
only character they stayed remotely true to was Icarus. You know, that's the only one. You know,
And the Black Knight character, isn't the Black Knight character in Eternals also, or is that not?
I think
Oh,
so. I
that's a
think so.
rumor. I
Mm.
don't know if
It's
it's
a rumor.
actually going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Addict you put on the screen there, Jane Foster being goddamn Thor.
Oh yeah. Look at
Yeah,
that.
that was from the What If books. I remember back then.
No, well, they actually
No,
made
it's
it
gonna happen.
canon.
Unfortunately,
They made it canon in the regular series.
Yeah. Jason
Yeah.
Aaron of all people, who
Yeah.
I always admired. He did a series that called. I really came across him first. Across him first by reading his crime comic, Scalped, which was basically a crime saga, like a gangster saga, set on like a Native American reservation.
Well, from
And
what
what
they
is
said, the
was
Thor
completely
movies going
original.
forward, the Thor movies going forward are going to be Jane Foster Thor movies. You see
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying? So
Yeah, man.
there's, and as far as Thor himself, I think they're going to keep it. It's going to be Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy, and on Earth or something like that. It's going to be Jane
God.
Foster Thor.
And
or
remember
something.
they made that Valkyrie woman a lesbian who's now the king of Asgard.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's just like we need a female Thor. Yeah, you got one. She's called Valkyrie.
You
But then
white
they
people
fucked
are
her
not
up, yeah.
allowed to have mythological.
And I don't think Valkyrie was supposed to be Spanish.
heritage.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I don't think they had any Spanish people in the Viking bloodline. I think it was.
In Asgard. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. It's just like the whitest people on Earth who probably never even didn't even know that black people even existed going to have like black gods, right? Mind you, I didn't mind Idris Elba being cast.
I did not mind that either,
Mm-mm.
actually, but I'm a
But
big
that's
fan of his too.
Exactly, exactly. He's one of those actors that's in everything, but
Yeah.
it's okay for him to be in everything because he's kind of awesome.
Mm.
He always brings the cool. but the Valkyrie thing really did bug me. I was
It
just like,
did
oh,
because I was like,
Yeah,
"Who's
it
this
did
supposed
me
to be?"
too.
You know, I was like, "No, that ain't Valkyrie."
Yeah.
Like,
but the
maybe a
characters,
Valkyrie.
when the characters become unrecognizable,
Yeah,
that's the problem. The characters should be instantly recognizable, and Marvel's
Yeah.
generally been very good with that, but not so much anymore.
no, it's switching. That's what I was saying. Like they started off really, really good, like because they were sticking to the comic. You know, they were doing what's in the comic, and it drew all the comic fans to it, and it caused the fans to go ahead and blow it up. Like, hey, you got to come check this movie out. It's gonna be fucking amazing. Now they're doing what Sony did with the X-Men. Is what they're doing.
Oh,
What I don't understand is that they have a catalog, an intellectual property catalog that's so big.
huge.
They go for some of the most obscure and non-wanted characters. There's
Well,
so many.
That's
there's so-
okay. I mean, let's not forget that the whole like comic book adaptation movie thing really started in earnest with Blade. Blade was a D-list character. I knew who the fuck he was because I read Morbius the Living Vampire. I read Tomb of Dracula. He was like, I loved him because he was badass, right? He was like Shaft, who I thought was like the coolest, right? He was like Shaft, so that already made him cool, but with like wooden daggers that he would use to fucking hunt fucking vampires.
Of course, they didn't go that way with Blade.
Badass.
Yeah.
The movie.
But
the whole MCU was
But another one too was V for Vendetta. Like V for Vendetta was a great adaptation of
I thought
the
so
book.
too.
You know?
I thought so too. I thought Alan Moore should have been really pleased with that, but he ended up falling out with the Wachowskis because they said that he had seen it and given it his blessing when he hadn't.
Speaking of that,
Wachowskis have lost their mind.
well, speaking of that, Brian, you know the Doc Frankenstein series that we both like, you know,
Which one
from
is that?
the Burly Man comic.
Oh yeah, Doc Frankenstein. Yeah. How many issues did they put out? I only
They
have
put
one.
out 6, and I got all 6, and it left on a cliffhanger.
Oh,
Like
wow.
it never even finished the story, and I was like, "What the fuck is this, dude?" I was like,
hate
"No,
that.
no, I got to know the rest of it, right?"
They did that
So-
to me with Afterlife with Archie, and I'm still.
Well,
waiting
now
for
they put out a big
Afterlife
book.
with Archie's fantastic.
They put out a big book called Dr. Frankenstein, the Modern Prometheus, right?
Yeah.
And it's got 64 extra pages in there that end the series. So I was like, all right, you know, so I ordered it, and check this out. So I ordered it from this company called Atomic Empire. So I get an email from Atomic Empire. They said your order's on hold indefinitely because we can't get the stock in. I was like, what are you talking about? So
How
I was
many
like,
copies did they make?
I know, right? So I told them to cancel my order, and I went to eBay and found somebody who actually had it on. I had to pay more, but they actually had a copy, and I fucking got it from eBay.
Oh man, I'd love to check that out. I did because I enjoyed what I read of that series.
It was good, dude. It was awesome. In fact, it threw me because I thought it was all taking place in the Wild West. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. Like it's actually taking place in modern times, and they're doing flashbacks. Yeah.
Yep.
And I was
there
like,
is a Frankenstein that's taking place in the Wild West, though, and I just did an interview with the guy. He's doing it Patreon. He's going Patreon with it, and it's a Confederate monster.
Oh, nice.
Which is it's Igor's story. After the events of Frankenstein, they emigrate to the United States just in time for the Civil War.
Well, there's also another Frankenstein book out there called Doc Salem. And Doc Salem say if Dr. Frankenstein and Igor became Batman and Robin.
I like it.
Oh man, I can't seriously. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah,
it doesn't look bad.
It does.
Fun. And
it's gonna be great. You guys,
I backed that shit on the first campaign, and was like, "Oh, this book looks rad." And I like turned to the CG community, and I was like, "Oh man, this book looks badass. We should."
CG community was like, "Fuck you, Brian. We ain't backing anything you."
Well, it was like that. I always say it was like that scene in Animal House where John Belushi's trying to like rouse his fraternity brothers right into action. He's like, let's go, and he runs out the door by himself. Right? Like, that's, where are you? Where are you, fucks? Right? But the new campaign did great, and still could be doing better. Still will be doing better. I'm
also,
sure.
one thing I really have to mention, and this is crazy. I don't know why this is happening, but anybody familiar with my commission prices? Like they go for a lot more than $100. And right now, there's 3 covers left to the non-Devils sketch covers. Now, when I told everybody, there's only 12 available, period. And after that, there's no more. But once all 12 sell, I'm doing fully wraparound painted covers on each one of those. And there's still 3 left and less than 10 hours to go on the campaign.
Oh,
so,
people,
I appreciate it if you guys don't want
I'll
wrap
retweet
around
that
cover, but if all 12 don't sell, I'm only doing the front and they're going to be in black and white. So just keep that in mind. Yeah.
Oh Christ. Yeah, I got this from Preston, which was really cool, which is
nice.
a metal cover. Which I've never seen one. I've never seen one of these before.
And how much is that campaign going for right now, Preston?
Devils is at 3,000, I think, something like that.
Hell yeah!
But it's also a second chance campaign for Rockabilly Road Trip. So there's 3 covers left for that non-Devils.
I'm going to have to bow out too here because I got to get to work in the morning as well.
Okay, RJ.
Yeah.
A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Yeah, definitely a pleasure to meet you.
You take it easy. I'm gonna be in touch because me and Brian's gonna have a ton of shit to promote.
please do, man. I mean, we're a review website. When I bought the website and started it up, I'd already been doing it for like 10 years for another site, and he didn't want to continue the site anymore. I got like all the social media channels had the same name. I made sure that we brainstormed ideas, and I'm like, okay, here's one we can get everything. So we chose Critical Blast. So we got the YouTube, we got the Twitter. We didn't start using the YouTube for the first 4 years, except made a couple of videos and loaded them up. Like I've got an interview out there with Harlan Ellison where he tells me I'm stupid, which is really fun.
He always had an ego on him, didn't he?
I totally expected that too. So it's out there. But, we just started live streaming like this past year, and we're trying to. Now we've got over 1,000 subscribers. We've got 1,300 watch hours. So it's
nice.
It's got a ways to go yet to be usable.
Awesome. And dude, seriously, if you're interested in making a comic book, launching a campaign for it, you now have access to this whole community, because that's the thing about this community. We are not exclusive. We are inclusive.
Well,
we are not gatekeepers. We are gate openers.
The thing I keep finding, and I totally understand it, is that artists like to be paid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Until I get enough saved up where I can pay the artist, because I've got, book treatments out there. I'm like, well, I could turn this treatment into a graphic novel and I wouldn't have to write 100,000 words. Because I've got this one where it's like, I want to be like the next Harry Potter kind of story. About a kid in Ireland, and it involves fairies and the internet.
Interesting.
Are you sure you can do fairies in a book nowadays? That's kind of offensive.
Well, yeah, it's okay.
I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah.
They're looking for a new place to live, and they hear about cyberspace and they want to move there. And the kid's trying to say, "Well, it's not really a real place." And like, dude, we're from fairyland.
Oh man, but yeah,
actually,
absolutely love to be on your channel. And as I said, it's like learning how to write comic books. If you already come from a writing background, it is. I'm not going to say that it's an easy thing to do. Harlan Ellison, as a matter of fact, said it was the hardest thing he ever did. Was write like a couple of issues of Batman. Because you have to like sort of grow a new set of muscles without losing the old ones. But it can be done, sir. It can be done.
I wrote 3 issues of a 6-issue miniseries, and I wish I still had them. A guy wanted to be a publisher, and he again, artists want to be paid. I wrote the 3 issues, said, hey, I'll write them on spec. He found an artist out of Nepal, Rajiv Golay, who turned in some beautiful pages of tryout stuff from the Marvel tryout book. And then he sent me a sketch of all 7 of the characters on the team. I was like, it was Hero Club. And the whole idea was that, and again, this was the 90s. So it was like every time somebody becomes superpowered as a teenager, there's either a government institution that snaps them up and you never see them again because now they work for the government and that's their life, or there's a private institution like Xavier's Academy. It was like pretty soon there's going to be nobody left in public school. So the idea was, how does the public school system cope with this? To say, hey, if your teenager has super abilities, he can still stay in public education and we can have extracurricular activities that will attend to this. So it was the Future Superheroes of America, or Hero Club. And it was all teenagers dealing with everyday high school teenage stuff. They just happened to have superpowers too. But the publisher didn't want to pay the artist his page rate, and it's just going to tight-lipped comics never happened.
Oh, that's too bad. But that's that's also part of what crowdfunding is about, is being able to raise the money to do these things. However, I do feel that it is best to have your book at least half finished when you launch your campaign.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At least half finished. I mean, every campaign I've launched, the books have already been completely finished. But as long as you have 5 really good pages, that should be enough to pique people's interests.
I think so. And like I keep telling the audiences that come to our streams, I'm like, hey, when you see a writer doing a crowdfunding and he's got like $5,000 to hit goal, that's how much he's already spent on the artist to get this done. So he's trying to
it's minimal. That's exactly how much they need just to get it printed and pay everybody. They're not making any money off of that. You know what I'm saying?
And if they're showing pages, they've already bought the whole that much to pay the artist for those pages before they even launch a campaign.
Yeah. Hey, I have no idea how I'm paying Preston. I'm paying Preston in comic books right now.
Well, okay.
Don't expect any money from me, dude.
I'm a collector. I collect comics. In fact, it's an addiction. I don't know if you call it collecting. Like, do you get the shakes from not collecting? I don't know.
I think that's called hoarding, Preston.
Yeah, it's like, when's those books coming in? Where's my mailer at?
Now you see, I managed to get my monster toy collecting under control.
That's badass.
Oh,
and if
nice.
Isn't that, well, dude, I like a large part of my collection is Frankenstein toys.
That's fucking amazing. I love that. That's so unique.
Great?
That one.
Is that beautiful? Yeah, I got that at the Chiller convention. Had to fucking have it. Yeah, dude, I got tons of Frankenstein stuff. I gotta show you all my Frankenstein stuff so I can send you at least, because you have no Frankenstein shit. The guy's homeboy is doing a comic book about Victor Frankenstein. He doesn't have any Frankenstein.
That is weird, isn't it? Like,
it is. Yeah, dude.
I don't have any of the fucking classic monsters, to be honest. I do have a Misfits figure.
Do you have both of them? Jerry?
Yeah, I got one of them. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Starman.
I used to collect figures before they made figures. This is not a bought Starman. This is a homemade Starman. Made from other
okay. Yeah. I knew. Funny story. I was going to get Masters of the Universe figures done of me and my now wife, and she's not a collector, so she wasn't into it.
Dude, people who aren't collectors, they so don't understand this shit.
I was like, what are you talking about? I was going to get the package and everything done.
My friend Sophie was like into comic books, right? But not into collecting. Oh, nice.
That's badass.
But not into collecting anything.
Yeah.
He would just throw his comics like in a pile. Oh, that's beautiful too.
Yeah.
And I tried it's like, oh, you like these characters? Dude, I got some fucking toys. I got some figures and shit. And he just looked at me like I was crazy. He didn't understand like the whole like toy collecting thing. Oh, that's beautiful.
I had to stop toy collecting because I don't have enough room. So
Yeah,
I just
my
went back
wife-
to comics collecting. In fact,
Dude,
I'll be honest. I'm thinking about getting rid of a good chunk of my toy collection. Christopher John. All right, you came right at the
Oh,
end of the
shucks.
show, dude.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Six
that's
gun
nice.
gorilla.
My wife got disturbed by the toy collecting, the garage building rather, because she came in the kitchen and I don't know what figure it was, but I was holding it by the feet with its head in boiling water. because that's what you got to do to loosen them up. And pop them
Right?
out.
My
right?
You gotta,
So
yeah,
she thought I was.
yeah.
She was like, "What are people going to think when they come in and see this room like this?" And I was like, and then like we had people come over and they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, this is amazing."
Yeah.
Loved it, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I'll see you.
All right, see ya.
Peace out, man.
Actually, we're going to sign off because it's been over an hour, and to be honest, I got a ton of fucking work to do.
And I gotta.
So I tell you what.
Crash.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian's got to smoke some pot and crash.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
do.
J Money's got to do the same thing.
That might not be a bad idea.
Pleasure.
Anyway, we're out of here.
pleasure meeting you,
Everybody be
Candace.
good.
All right.
Absolutely.
And Preston, story conference soon. Out.
Definitely. Story conference. Back Doc Salem. Back Non-Devils.
Yes.
Check out Brian's 6-gun gorilla. I think it's in demand at the moment.
It is.
And
It is.
J Money has nothing to back, so don't worry about him. And neither does Fade. Like
I've been trying to write. I've got a story I've been working on.
Ditto on
And-
that.
we'll see all you guys later. Hex, Candace, all you motherfuckers. Talk to
Peace,
y'all.
love, and soul.